Hey TarotTube, so I know I said a while ago that I'd be making videos again, or trying to, but life kind of doesn't stop sometimes, and I've had to focus on other things, school being one of them, because I really want to do 10 times better than I did last semester, and I feel like I'm already getting there, so that's a good thing. But I also really didn't have a whole lot going on in my witchy practice, you know? I was still trying to do things regularly, you know, I was still working with my herbs, my crystals, but I really didn't have that intuitive tarot reader, that witchy, explorative, creative side of me at the time. I was more in a logical, let's get shit done. So that really didn't leave much space for the creative to come out. And I feel like I read tarot best when I'm more creative and less clinical minded and less nose to the grindstone. Sometimes I do if I have that badass witchy creative nose to the grindstone, but if it's like way too serious, we just can't do it, man. We just can't. But I did a weekly reading last week and this week, and I'm kind of getting she's coming back. That witchy badass, she's on her way. And I was watching some TarotTube earlier. I just started watching that this week more than usual. And I was watching, I think, Kellyanne Maddox and Jesse Huttenberg. I'd watched a few of their videos. And I had finished one, and I was like, chilling, like, alright. Thinking about shit, you know, as you do. Overthinkers Club, hi, how are ya? And I just kind of got this, you need to do a reading. You need to do a reading impulse. Or not impulse, but like this intuitive nag. Pulling my reading string, you know? And I did, and I really didn't I was shuffling, kind of going, okay, well, I'm being told that I'm gonna need to be doing a reading, so what's going on? I don't really know. I'm just gonna pull the card and see what's going on. No. My intuition straight up, she was like, no. You are gonna ask yourself, you were gonna ask the tarot and your guides what you are avoiding in your path. That is what you are gonna do right now. You have this thing going, your solar plexus is feeling some charge. You're gonna do the thing. This is time for you to take control of your path, girl. Sit down and do the thing. And what I'm avoiding in my path is the Empress. And I'm using the amazing, how do I hold this right? There we go. Deviant Moon Tarot by Patrick Valenza. I need to get the big guidebook, but it's gorgeous. Empress, I'm avoiding nurturing my path. And really, you know, setting my roots down and watering that plant that is my path. And why? Because I got the 5 of Swords. Because there's this conflict in my mind between things I was taught when I was younger that I know I don't align with. But I feel like, I don't know, I was so very well pulled into that I still was kind of fighting myself in my head. And I really didn't know where to put my roots, but wait a second, wait for it. Then I got the Four of Cups. So that question was, why, you know, why am I avoiding this? Where are the roots? And 5 of Wands, or 5 of Swords, there are none. So where do I go from there is what I asked, and I got the 4 of Cups, and that's usually lost, like, oh no, like originally with the Rider-Waite-Smith, that hand would be reaching to try to catch the cup even though it's gone. But that, for me, is I batted that cup down. That's what I no longer need. That's the things that I know don't resonate with me and don't align with me and that are holding me back and that I need to just let fall off that balcony, dude. I have 3 over there that are wonderful and great. And if this one's just going to cause some business that doesn't need to be caused, that I can take control and take the reins and not kick it to the curb, why not? Why aren't I? And yeah, and I kind of asked for, okay, I gotcha. Now, you're asking for that badass to kick shit to the curb. How can I do that in a fun way? And I got strength. And strength is about bringing that you know who you are, what you need, and then, you know, you can consciously take care of yourself, but then you also have to nurture that part of you that wants to be spontaneous, that wants to be wild, to try new things. Nurture that part of you that wants to go for a damn walk at midnight on Samhain. Nurture that shit, man. I have a lot of wood, so I stay on my property, of course. But if that's what you need, if you need to go out and you need to do some meditation, some earth walking, some shit, if that's what you need in your spiritual path, as long as it harm none, go for it. You're not harming anybody, and you're not hurting anybody by saying peace to things that don't align with you anymore. So that's kind of what I'm learning, and wanted to share that with y'all. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned for some more.